Okay, for anyone that wasn't here yesterday or happened to, like, who didn't finish the stream yesterday, I had an appointment at exactly 5. And by the time that I got to here, people were like, you can't stop. There's no stopping. There's no stopping point. And I was like, no. And then I exited and I saw leave domain. And this was like at 5:01 or something. And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And people are just like, no, you can't. There's no stopping. You have to keep going. And I'm like, no, I have an appointment. I'm not getting a late fee or a no-show fee. I'll close the game if I have to. And then, you know, I did this and then I saw leave domain. So like literally it was perfect. It was the perfect stopping point. So that's where we stopped yesterday. You didn't get her? Oh, I'm sorry, Fred. Only 630 achievements. Like, I am actually surprised that the Genshin community hasn't started coming for me. Hi, Ronan. Hi, Azurite. About,
I've already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the whale. But considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
Okay, I didn't finish my sentence. I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't remember. Never mind. Do I hit it?
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Know your place. Huh? Quick, follow.
No worries, Leo. Thank you for stopping by.
The narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility, and a chance will present itself.
What? What?
Why is there a hole-looking thingy over there? It looks really scary.
The wind rises. How amusing. Search for it.
Why are we at the club? We're at the club in Genshin.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
What do you mean? What the hell? The music is taking me out.
Stars. Go as one. I swear by my sword.
Behold. Upon the gale.
Use the power of... Where is it? Oh shit, oh shit.
You're dead.
Girl, it's telling me to use the power of something that I don't see. Am I missing it? What? This is taking me out.
Go as one. Wind, hear me.
I already have. Did we kill the whale already? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, she's so pretty! Did she just throw him? Whoa! Me next!
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well.
She's so pretty. Wow.
It was just supposed
Oh
to
my
be
god,
a
stop
short
talking.
private
Or not
training
stop
session
talking,
for
but like
me.
pause. That's what I
I
meant.
didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
My disciple and my master's pet? My master's pet?
Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
3 million times? Girl, what? Your master's pet.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats
She's
too
really
much.
pretty.
And I have more important things to
It
do with
eats
my
too
time than
much.
pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Socializing.
Oh my god, she's so pretty. Her eyes are so pretty. Like, I just kind of want to sit here and look at her. Like, what a pretty character. Like, oh my god. Has her voice actor been revealed yet? Like, has she said, who she was? Like, did she announce yet or no? Who's the voice actor? I'm like obsessed. Oh, it's only the Japanese one. Caprotano. I'm looking on Twitter because I'm curious. Whoa, why am I in all caps? What? Was I yelling at somebody? Oh, okay. So she's been in Yu-Gi-Oh! She's been in Nikki. Is it pronounced Nikki or Nick? I don't know how it's pronounced. She's also been in Pokemon. Okay. I was gonna say, because her voice does sound kind of familiar, but I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, I don't think I've heard her anything. Okay. Who?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name the Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfilnir then? Or Gold Rhine?
Golds.
Ooh, that one we've heard.
Yes.
Rhine Daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rheindotter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos.
Oh.
In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh.
What?
There's little to be surprised about, Paimon. I feel like Lumine's talking to me because I was like, oh, but it's surprising to me. It is natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. I didn't. However.
Not to worry. Focalors has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Oh my god.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh my god. Holy crap!
All hands initiate emergency rescue!
Hurry!
Hey, lend a hand!
Everyone is working together. Oh.
Look! The water's receding!
Everyone's here.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
I mean, the prophecy wasn't wrong. It's just the Focalors is just really, really smart.
Are you alright? We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
This is so pretty. Oh my god. Oh. She can finally be herself. Oh my goodness.
The soil renewed. The Spina attacks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, boon or bane of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed.
Incubators
And also,
of
with you around,
news.
I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Oh, I loved that. That cutscene was beautiful. What about the cats and dogs? Meloscenes, stop, no! The story of Farina seems pretty inspired by the story of Jesus. Human that is God, but also kind of the child of God, can walk on water, is judged as a fraud and trial after being betrayed, and is even then executed to save humanity from the original sin. Also the flood from Noah's Ark. That's interesting. Excuse me. Somebody has redeemed astrology check. If you would like to and you know it, tell us your sun sign for Western astrology. If you know your big three, you can also tell us that as well.
We have work to do.
I am a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn rising, and a Sagittarius moon. I'm catching up here on chat really quick while I was watching the cutscene.
Do we have anyone doing maintenance on this?
The newspaper is super popular, yeah. I know. Like, this was a really cute, that was a really, really cute and emotional cutscene. She's free! She did it! How are their hats staying on? The music was beautiful. Yeah. I heard the music and I was just like, oh my god. You're so afraid of the ocean. Not that being Florida. Albedo and the Whaler cousins. Wait.
Do we have anyone doing maintenance on this?
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
I honestly didn't mind Inazuma. I know a lot of people didn't like Inazuma, but I honestly didn't mind it. Like, it wasn't my absolute favorite, but, like, I didn't mind it. But I see that a lot. I see a lot of people didn't really like, whatchamacallit, Inazuma. Wait, am I going the right way? I hope she's okay.
Navia!
I hope that she has a happily ever after, because she has not
it's
had a
you.
good time.
What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorinde?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
Girl.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
For Navia's sake!
If we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorinde, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy.
Oh my god.
All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
This is so cute! We're all so far away from each other.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Takes more pictures of What?
All
What?
right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorinde.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Maripede.
You already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sigewinne, who told Monsieur Neuvillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Ooh, hold on, let me talk to them.
You seem curious about the fortress.
Of course. That Ridsley. I still remember going down to the fortress to grill him for information on my father's case. Boy, did he take me for a ride. Without telling me anything, of course.
But he did invite you to tea, didn't he?
2 large pots of it, in fact. It was good tea, though.
I have to agree. The tea there is very good.
Speaking of that, would you like to have some today? I mean, you've got time, right?
Well, I'd be partial to some shortbread.
Wow, it's like we've got a menu or something. Sure.
Good.
What flavor of biscuits would you like, Mr. Snežević?
Oh no, why is he invited?
Me? I'm fine with anything. but I would prefer chocolate should you have it.
All right. Leave it to me.
I'll go over the newly arrived supplies with you later, Mr. Snezhevich. We should be able to finish the preparatory work today.
That works great for me.
I can't believe she invited him.
Is it just me, or did you get a new lipstick?
I did. It was a gift from Sijuin. Want to give it a try? I think the color would suit you, too.
What? What? Murder of Birds, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, how are you? Hi, hello. If you're new here, my name is Lorie. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a full-time content creator here on Twitch and also on YouTube. And we are just finishing up the Archon quest in Genshin, and then we're going to move on to Furina's. I don't know if we'll finish it today, but we're going to start Furina's quest today. Hi, hello. If y'all aren't following Murder of Birds, he's wonderful. He also does Genshin content, and he does like reactions and stuff.
We have work
really
to
likes
do.
Ruby. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. I know that was so cute. That was a very, very cute interaction. Like, but listen, why did she have to invite the Fatui? I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god. I'm saying Navia is like, is that a new lipstick? I was just looking at your nose, and I noticed that you had a new lipstick. Like, she's so familiar with what's on her lips. I mean, Miss Ma'am. New quest in Honkai Star Rail? It's really good. This is super good. Oh no, here we go again. I'm about to be lost again. Oh wait, no, I have to, okay. Ignore me. I don't know what I was doing. I hope that you enjoyed the Star Rail quest.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Listen. I was not missing the prison, okay?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
Girl, I was not supposed to come back here.
Meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to
Charlotte
thank
is so excited.
That said, I
Do you know what we went
focus of your
through?
interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Oh my god, paparazzi, please. Oh my god, not the secret
Hey,
couple.
No need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
This is the secret couple, right? Yeah, I think so.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of
She
the
about to spread
Steamboat?
more rumors in the
It
newspaper.
would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier, hmm?
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being
my
interviewed, and I'm
God.
very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still,
Lumi
if
looks
I might
so
ask,
annoyed. Did
where's
y'all
that
see
flying
Lumi's
ship now?
face?
Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really does not. It was squeeze for all their worth. Okay, I had to read it really
You
fast.
already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Stop.
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
No.
Ah, Sigewinne.
Absolutely, absolutely not.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Sigewinne. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
I hope she takes out her gun.
Sure. Do I have to smile?
Take a picture of her with her gun.
Fortress.
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Riley for a while and cheerleaders forever. Okay.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh.
What?
Actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and
Did he say they're going to jail, or did I
misunderstand?
misunderstand?
His departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Oh, the NPC that helped him escape. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Hi, Mystic. I just went to battle for Lorie at Neopets. Mystic, did you hear my entire, like, rant about it, like, when I first started stream? Oh my god. I could not believe it. Hi, Axel. What do you think of Genshin Souls? Genshin Souls? Sigewinne has a real gun. Stop. I'm sorry for shooting you, Mr. Liddy. I love Sigewinne, though. I hope that she's playable. At least Inazuma didn't have a prison era. Exactly.
Working hard.
The new Hoyoverse game? Oh, Zenless Zone Zero? Wait, what about it? Maybe I won't bother. I mean, like, I feel like so many people on Neopets are very, very nice. But as soon as some people found out who I was, they were like, and then they scrutinized my account, which was really weird. So,
Onwards.
I don't know.
We have
like,
work to do.
There's a good chunk of the community that are very, very nice people, but then obviously there are some like elitists, which I was very surprised to find out that elitists on Neopets existed. All right, we're gonna talk to them.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
It's precisely because we don't need the picture that they'll have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
Maybe I'm just happy that I managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurier and Miss Lorvine as shields. Very good.
You should be happy for them. They have a bright future ahead of them.
Oh my god. Oh, what did I think of the trailer? Like cross between Genshin, Dark Souls, and a fighting game. I'm actually super excited for Zenless Zone Zero. I've kind of like already talked about it a little bit, but like I wouldn't consider I wouldn't consider myself a Hoyoverse creator because I just like create content for Genshin. I've done a little bit of Honkai Impact, but like Genshin is like my main gig. I don't play all of Hoyoverse's games. But the moment that Zenless Zone Zero is available, I will be playing that game immediately. I am very excited for Zenless Zone Zero. I love the vibe of it. I actually played the beta, the first beta test, and I streamed it. I actually have a video. I think I have the video on my YouTube channel, I think. I don't remember, but I loved what I played of it, and yes, you will be seeing me play that if anyone is interested in content for that. Absolutely. Go back? Wait, did I miss a dialogue? Sorry, let me go back. Oh my god, where am I? I don't remember where the fortress is. Girl, what? How did I forget where the fortress was? I was just there. Up? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Oh my god. Thank you. Am I still going to play Star Rail? Yes, I'm going to play Star Rail, but like I'm like not promising that there's going to be like consistent content for Star Rail. I am going to be checking it out though, for sure. It's going to be gone?
I'll never get a handle on all this paperwork. I need a holiday.
Hi, Book. How are you? Why did I change my mind about Star Rail? Okay, so the reason why I changed my mind about Star Rail, about checking it out, was because I got sponsored to watch the, what was it called? It was the fan concert for Star Rail. I got sponsored to watch that, and I had not seen much at all. I watched I want to say it was the first trailer for Star Rail, and that was pretty much all I'd seen. I'd seen some of the characters, but I hadn't really... Are they still here, y'all? I just want to make sure that I'm going the right way. Is that them? No, it's not them. So I hadn't seen anything from it, but I watched that concert. I was very excited about watching that concert because I love Hoyoverse's music. Like, their music is good everywhere. So that was kind of like my introduction to the game. And I didn't really need to know anything about the game to actually watch it. So I was like, okay, I will accept this and I will check it out. They might not be here anymore, unless I'm going the wrong way. But anyway, I watched it and I loved it. I loved the concert and I loved the music. And seeing some of like the little like cutscene thingies, like not all the cutscenes, but like they showed some stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm actually interested in checking it out. And then I went through that same day and I looked at all of the characters that are currently available, and I did like a reaction to the characters for the first time. That video, by the way, is in the works. It will be coming to YouTube if anybody missed that. And
I do hope the Knights of Favonius
it made me very interested. So, but like I said, I'm not going to promise consistent content. Like, I'm not going to do it like I do Genshin. Like, I'm probably just gonna like play it occasionally and check it out and stuff. So yeah. Fushuan, she's the astrologian girl, right? Is the VOD still up? I think it is. I think it's still up because I think we highlighted it. Are they, am I going the right way, y'all? I don't know if I'm going the right way. Where's the couple? Oh, there they are. I lied. They're right here.
Here are the interview notes. They mentioned that the flying ship may have many uses in the future, and the journalist asked me what I thought of them. Seriously, how would I know anything about that? Flight is just flight. Whether people want to use a flying ship to broadcast good news or organize weddings is none of my beeswax.
A wedding? Huh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
So the flying ship can be used for weddings?
I didn't say that. That journalist mentioned it, and what does that have to do with us anyway?
True. What does that have to do with us?
Like, that doesn't have anything to do with us at all. Definitely not trying to plan a wedding in the future, like want to get married to you or anything. Definitely not that. We haven't been together for like 5 years or something. Absolutely not. I don't even like you. That's so funny. Hi, Babs. Yeah, I think we're almost done though. Because this quest is called Finale. They're sapphic coded. They are. They're so in love. Y'all, it is like raining cats and dogs outside. Where did that saying even come from?
Onwards.
Who thought of that?
We have work to do.
There'll be an interlude? I think so. Neuvi's crying somewhere. No! The kittens are napping. Ah. How are they acclimating to being at home, Babs? Jean is literally one of the, like, I've always loved Jean so much, and I had no idea that Farina, like, did anything for her. That's amazing. Because I haven't looked at Farina's, like, constellations or anything, so.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
A magic pocket?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things.
It's a bag of holding!
The water level has returned to normal. But if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it.
Didn't they talk about that before?
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Seems like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step.
Did he just
He'll
walk
become
away?
A part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, traveler?
Not the doxig. He's so wee. He's so cute. Charlotte has now adopted her own introvert. I love it. Hi, Kat. How are you? There's another one released in 4.2. I wonder where that leads to. Oh, there's a new doc. Begging the Christmas. They're messing with the Christmas tree. That's so cats. She didn't get any Christmas ornaments because they would, yeah, we have to, the way that we have to do our Christmas tree because of the cats is we have to not put any ornaments at the bottom, like the bottom 2 rows of the Christmas tree. We have to put everything above that. Otherwise, I think it's, well, actually Bilbo eats the tree. He tries to eat the tree. Every year he tries to eat the tree. Kylo knocks them off. Zio doesn't give a shit. She literally goes underneath the tree and she tries to sleep underneath the tree. But Kylo tries to knock off the ornaments and Bilbo eats the tree. Bilbo nourishment. All right, I'm doing all right.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
We will be asking.
Yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy?
Be nice to get a gnosis.
I didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Oh my god, is it? Oh.
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Oh? Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Wait, where is he? He got thrown. Well, where did he go?
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Miss Journalist?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are
Did I miss
channels
that?
I need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming
I was like,
I will.
For some reason, I was thinking that she was talking. I don't even know.
Pleasant.
My
I shall
brain
continue my walk
blanked
while
it out,
the
I
weather
guess.
remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go?
This magic pocket
Here,
is like,
Traveler,
it is
Paimon, you take one too.
so funny to me.
Things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neuvillette's doing?
Let's go.
He's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
You also thought he was still gone? We didn't get to return his vision to him ourselves. It's us he trusted with it after that. That's true.
It's time to move
Oh,
on.
he's back.
We shouldn't stay here.
Yeah, it's good that he's back home. I literally don't know how I didn't even comprehend that she said that. That's so funny. Hi, Blue, how are you? The pockets are still the pockets. The collars are still the collars. Okay, where are we? Oh, we're going here. The Opera Epiclese. Wait, can we not? We're not. Oh, that's right. We can't teleport directly there. We have to like walk. I don't know. There's something about there is something about Lenny's voice that's very soothing to me. I know, Aiden. I know that you... I remember you mentioning that you were excited about Skirk. And she's finally here! Yay! I'm happy for you. She's so pretty. Oh my god, I can't get over it. Like, we saw that one shot of her in the preview, but, like, it didn't really... I don't know. Like, she was just turned, like, halfway. So, but seeing her up front, close and personal... hit different. Now everyone on the Neopets boards are talking about how WoW is better than 14. Why? What? Like on the same thread? You're kidding. Because I stream 14? How did they know that I stream 14? I didn't even say what I stream specifically. I just said that I stream RPGs. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay. What? What is happening? Don't read the thread. Not worth it. I'm so curious. Hold on. No, now I'm curious. I'm so curious. Oh, they're like fighting. They're talking about John Legend. They're like straight up brawling.
Lady Farina hasn't changed one bit.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Lady Farina hasn't changed one bit.
My biggest criticism is that she plays 14 and not World of Warcraft. We all know WoW is better than 14. Oh, this person has actually...
Onwards. We have work to do.
Changed one bit. Lady Farina hasn't changed one bit.
What is going on? No, they're brawling with each other, and then WoW. Can I interest you in essential oils?
One bit.
What's happening?
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Lady Farina hasn't changed one bit.
Sorry, I had to go look when she said not to look. Hi, Marish. No, like the community is so like it's so toxic. Like there is one specific person who is doubling down so hard. It's like the first person who said something negative to me, but they are doubling down. They're like, I'm not bitter. I don't care that much. But why? She said that she learned HTML and her profile is empty. Like, there is a whole conspiracy theory that this person has created in their brain about me. Like, it's not real. There's no HTML on her her page. And then she said she played for 9.5 years, but then she comes in here with a 19.5-year-old account. And then she's hardly any played. There's no account activity. What is going on? And then they tried, I guess they tried to like dunk on me, and then they said,
I do hope the Knights
to be
of
honest,
Favonius
could you
are all
imagine
working
John
hard.
Legend hosting? And then the person said, that would make just as much sense. It seems like John and Lorie have the same amount of Neopets playtime. Why is this person obsessed with my Neopets profile? What is happening? They are obsessed. I mean, I've never in my 10 years just about of creating content, I have never had somebody create a conspiracy theory about me. So I'm glad I get to mark this off on my list of things that have happened to me in my content creation career. I'm super glad that they really think that, you know, there's some kind of conspiracy.
Lady Farina hasn't changed one bit. Welcome to the Opera Epicles.
Like, oh, this is because you're on a stream. I don't know why. Yeah. You guys are so nice. Neopans, never say that to us again. He's probably watching at the... I mean, if he's watching right now, then I would like him to say something to my face. I would love for these people on the Neo boards to say something to my face, as in say it like in Twitch chat. Like, I would love for that to happen. Love it. Hi, D. How are you? Can we get a shout out for D, please? D is wonderful. D, I heard you're playing King's Quest this morning. How was it?
Onwards.
King's Quest 5 is one of my
work to do.
favorites.
Lady Farina hasn't changed one bit.
Were you playing the first one? I hope every CC denies the invite from them now so this site can finally go. Wow. I haven't told you, but I'm convinced you're actually an AI created by Hoyoverse to get me to play Genshin. Roberta and how she came. Right, Roberta Williams is amazing. Oh my gosh. King's Quest, Space Quest. Wait, sorry, I was like, I got like really into the Neo boards again. I told myself I was just like, I'm not gonna look, but like now every now and then we gotta look because it's like entertainment today.
The entrance to the fortress.
Oh, he's back over here.
He really is there.
Neopets wasn't supposed to be serious. Like it wasn't back in the day, or like when I came back, when people didn't know who I was, it was fine. But now that there are people that know who I am on the Neo boards, it's like specifically this one person is like out to get me. Like they're like, she hosted and she said she learned HTML, but there's no HTML on her profile. She said 9.5 years, but the account is 19.5 years with no activity. And I haven't seen them post in the Neo boards before. Haven't seen it at all. It's like, earning money to get that Christmas paintbrush for my Udi. Yeah. It sounds kind of scary. It's truly something.
So, you really are here, Neuvillette. I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Oh, is it questions time?
Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Size were telling you the truth concerning what he saw that day. Ooh. Fossilers just oh, that's right. Like we didn't actually see that from the traveler's perspective. We saw it as the audience. I only saw Farina's part myself.
Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born. Oh, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
Hi V, how are you?
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know.
It is questions time. Oh, I think this is it. Like, once we ask these questions, it's over. I'm doing good. We're getting lots of entertainment from Neopets today. It is something. No, Fossilers was so smart. Oh my god. It's just sad that she did the thing. Or Trice Mécanique Delanise Cardinal. Will I have time for Farina's story quest today? I'm going to start it. I really only have an hour of stream today. Like, this week has been so ADHD for me. I've been so distracted. I just think it's because it's been a really, really busy week in general for me. I've just had a lot going on. So, like, my brain has been going a million miles per hour. And then also just catching up. Meg Ease, welcome in. Hello. We have the big braid regions. We really are. Like, I thought that, well, I mean, I guess still Sumeru had a lot of, like, smart moves, but, yeah, I feel like this was, like, the biggest smart move. Oh. How you needed to rush out and the narwhal battle was in full force, right? Like, it was funny because I was like, I mean, I said it, I was like, I am out at 5 p.m. I gotta go. But it was perfect because I didn't realize that you could, like, leave that battle when you started it, so. Sacrificing themselves for a better world and for their children, yeah. Venti Zhongli, Nahida, World Boss are hypos, and they answer your question. And Farina, World Bosses aren't hypos and have someone else answer your questions. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just peeked in that thread again. And they're talking about they're talking about Maple's story and people are dunking on Endwalker. So just don't. Like, I think that I'm... Yeah. No, somebody, okay, like, I wanted to go check, like, they're, like, it's wild that they keep going, like, it's wild that they keep going, like, I don't know what is going on, like, this is absolutely wild, like, I kind of want to, like, I wish that there was a way that you could just, delete a thread, because I would absolutely delete this thread, because this is so wild, like, this is out of control. Someone said, on second thought, this might be the most successful bait thread ever created because everybody mad. Anyway, at Lucent, the person who has literally been obsessed with me, I get what you're saying. And for the most part, I hardly think it's worth defending yourself anymore, if only because you're on page 1 and people will keep directly responding to that rather than reading what you're saying. I was grouchy and sleep deprived earlier, but I'm normal now. And this thread is a mess, whether or not OP is legit. There's still, like, some people are still convinced that I'm fake. I'm like, this is absolutely wild. Are there no mods? Well, apparently there are some mods, but, like, I haven't reported anything. Like, they're just unhinged. But I'm dying over them talking about Maple. Like, it goes from that to all of a sudden them talking about Maple Story, and then somebody saying that, all right, y'all who play 14, are y'all ready to hear? This is so much. It may be an unpopular opinion, but I don't know if you're familiar with relic weapons. It's mostly about Endwalker's relics being buyable with tomes, straight up. There's also no exploratory zones in Endwalker like Baja or Eureka. As someone who collects relics and absolutely adores the exploratory content, I feel like Endwalker pales a bit in compared to the previous ones. That's just me, though. I mean... I feel like I'm back on, like, the really, like, toxic side of, like, 14 Twitter, where everybody started talking about the relic weapons. Like, remember when that was, like, a big thing? I don't know if people, like died down on that. It's just so... Now they're talking about... Someone brought a Ragnarok online. Someone said you were full on Delulu. And then they bolded LOL. What is Delulu? Is that delusional? I've never heard. It's delusional. Okay. Y'all, wait, okay, this is it. This is the last one I'm reading. This is truly it. This is the last one. Someone said, that's fair. It wasn't, because they responded to, I didn't realize they were a popular streamer. I had never heard of them before the AMA personally. And then this other person responded and said, that's fair. It wasn't super publicized, but TNT called them a Twitch star in the news, and they seem to get a fair bit of attention on that platform. I'd like to see her do a Neopet stream. LOL, we'd see a boost in site numbers. And like, I don't know if they're talking about Twitch site numbers or Neopet site numbers. And then someone said Neopet's trending streaming category. About to make Twitch famous. Probably Neopet site numbers. I mean, I guess little do they know that I'm kind of streaming Neopets. Like I'm certainly streaming Neopets right now. Anyway, continue on. I closed it because I can't. Like I don't know what's going on. I thought we were. You thought it was done? It wasn't. So they went independent this year, and they've been trying to do this thing called the Neopets Renaissance, where they're trying to revive the site. They're trying to get older players back. They're trying to get in new players. They're like going to conventions, and you know, they're basically trying to grow the site again and like reestablish their reputation. Like that's not gonna happen if the community is acting like this. Like, people are not going to want to go there when they see stuff like this. Like, absolutely not. Like, there's just, and it's very sad because the team at Neopets is very, very passionate about trying to get it going again, but this fan base is going to hold them back. Because imagine like somebody coming back and being like, I've played for, you know, I used to play all the time, and then when they say that and their profile is like empty, it's like, it was that bad. Genshin's like, well, that's kind of what I said about like the difference between Genshin and Neopets is that like Genshin has a really big community, but a lot of people who play Genshin, a lot of them are like younger folks. So like some of like the immaturity and like, you know, the nastiness is because it's literally like younger people who are being immature. But Neopets is comprised of mostly like late 20s up to 40s, like millennials and like, you know, like cusp millennial and Gen Z up to Gen X. Like those are the people who are on the site. So the fact that it's like mostly comprised of adults who are acting like this, it's like, listen, I understand trying to reconnect with your inner child or trying to heal your inner child, but like this is extremely childish behavior. Like you have not grown at all if this is how you're going to act. It was a brave girl and almost cried. Oh, when they were cleaning my teeth but didn't. Deep, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that it went well. Yeah, like I'm sure there are full-grown adults who act like fools in Genshin as well, but like I know that a good chunk of the community are younger folks. So not that it's okay to act like that, obviously, but like it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, I get it, but not from the Neopets community. This is like an ageist perspective in mind, but do you know those very specific vile forums with people? Yes. Yeah, because I used to be a part of a mom group on Facebook that was so toxic. I think I told y'all about that. Yeah, it literally is. Like, it literally is like just these grown up people who are just, they never, I don't think that they ever did. I think that you deserve the biggest treat. Some are in their 40s. Yeah, like it is something really, interesting. That's for sure. Anyway, let's finish questioning Neuvy because I think this is the finale. Let's see. About the initial verdict that was passed on Childs.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off. I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. About Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired.
Girl,
needed to rest.
I feel
Having
that.
said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
She's gonna go take a vacation. She needs it.
She's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts.
Oh, so
from now on,
no more AI.
I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute.
Oh, okay.
Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Have they heard of mother crystals? Hi, Demi. She takes a well-deserved vacation. Yeah, she's taking a vacation. At least that's what I like to think that she's doing right now. Taking a vacation. All right, about Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right. They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
How many?
If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave.
How many do they have now? I can't remember.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
And the next stop on my journey, we're going to Natlan.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Oh, Natlan.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you
All
what I
but
know
Pyro.
about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Huh?
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Oh boy.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Well, that sounds really interesting.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know.
I am so curious about the dragons. Number 1 of the Harbingers? Really? Still got power to this day. Fontaine needed an Archon to power their tech. Bet he's the only one the Fatui took by force. Yeah. A preview of next Fatui, but the Pirate Archon is interesting. No more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Neuvillette?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Huh?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a
Wait,
gnosis.
what?
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner
Right,
that
like,
you just
excuse
did.
me?
I've been training with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
Who the fuck is the Fowl?
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans.
Is she calling humans stupid?
Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my...
Girl, what is you talking
personal
about?
thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
That's right. There's Child. I'll just give the messages to him, so I don't have to come back and see you.
That's what she told me.
Oh my god.
Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the no-sees actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
Yeah, that makes it
All
so
the same,
much...
assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
A descender. She mentioned one of them. I'm the fourth descender. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
I don't want to know. I don't want to find out.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as...
Oh, I thought he was asking about, will my body be turned into a Gnosis?
I can't think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
Right.
Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily. What in the world?
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
That was so good. That was amazing.